Okay, so we are going, what we're doing is we're planning out, we're doing an outline for our personal narrative. Now, up here we each wrote our topic. Your topic is getting
sick in second grade.
That's the memory that you want to go ahead and discuss. My memory is going to be about getting on the Rattler. That's my topic. Now, our topic sentence, which is the first thing on our outline, I explained to you. That's the sentence, that's the first sentence in our paragraph that lets our readers know what that paragraph is going to be about, like the main idea. Can you read to me your topic sentence, please?
I remember the day I got sick in second grade.
Okay, and my topic sentence is, I remember the day I got on a roller coaster called the Rattler. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we'll skip a line and then we're going to write details. Now, details, Gemma, tell us more specific things about our memory. Okay, so go ahead and write details. Okay, so then my details, now here, since this is just the outline, we don't have to do them in complete sentences. They're just, okay, so on with our outline. So again, I was telling you that the details, since this is an outline, we don't have to do the details in complete sentences. It's just going to be short phrases that remind us what we want to write about when we get to our paragraph, okay? So, with my topic sentence, I remember the day I got on a roller coaster called the Rattler. I want to say where the Rattler is at. So, where it's at, it's in San Antonio. So, I'm going to put San Antonio, Texas. And then, when this happened, when I was 13. The summer I was 13 years old is when I got on it. So I'm going to put summer when I was 13, like that. And then, since we've talked about that personal narratives, the authors discuss how they felt, I'm going to tell you how I felt. I was terrified. I was so scared. I have to admit, at first, I was trying to be, like, I was being brave with all my friends, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to get on the Rattler too with you guys. And then when I saw what it actually looked like, and I was like, oh my God. But then I didn't want to back out and seem like a wimp in front of all my friends.
Or chicken.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my dear Lord. And as scared as I was, I did it. I had to do it. But so at first, I'm going to put pretending to be brave. Pretending to be brave. And then I'm going to put later, very scared. But then my fourth detail, I'm going to, despite the fact that I was very scared, I was
worth it.
Yes, exactly. At the end, I was so glad that I did it because, oh my gosh, it was such a thrill.
How big was it?
Tall. You've never gone to Fiesta, Texas in San Antonio? So have you gone to Western Playland here? Have you seen you've never seen the roller coaster here in El Paso? Because I wanted to tell you it's like twice as high as that one. It's really, really high. Really high. But it's very fun.
What word is this?
Now, I will tell you, I closed my eyes the whole time. But it was still a thrill. Okay, so I'm going to put here for my last detail, very thrilling. Okay, so did you notice that in order to get ideas for my details, I asked myself questions such as when, where, how did I feel? And that's what you can do as a writer. You can ask yourself questions. Who, what, when, where, why, how. Okay, so let's start talking about details for yours, about getting sick in second grade. I'm wondering what happened.
I was in small groups with my teacher, Mrs. Fuller,
Oh, okay. So you were, how about you say that? Well, who was your teacher?
Mrs. Ford.
So let's write that so that we can remember that we're going to say that's who you were with.
So I was with Mrs. Ford.
Or you can just write Mrs. Ford, because remember, we don't have to do sentences here.
I wonder why. How did I know that?
And we're not worried about spelling right now. We're just wanting to get the words out and the details out.
How cute.
Okay? So keep going. So what else happened?
We were in small groups, and I was sitting 7.
And you were what?
7.
Okay, you want to say that? Okay.
So he likes red?
And everything is like Egypt. And his bed is a
Oh, cool.
and it's kind of like a castle.
Ah, very pretty. Okay, Barbara, you know how the last time
Okay.
we
And
did
then?
the A sound and we made 2 groups of words.
Wasn't Mrs.
For the
Ford, and I
ones
went
that
to
are
the
spelled
restroom,
with
and then
the
when I
AI,
came back, I started
and the ones that have the AY, right?
Oh gosh. Okay, so let's say that. So let's see. We don't have to say it all in those complete sentences. Let's just say the idea so that we remember what we want to say once we get to our paragraph. So
Remember?
went to bathroom, right? So go ahead and do that. Went to bathroom.
So let's go ahead and put that here. EA and EE. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
The paper one too. It's a
And then on the other side, EE. Now, the easy part. All we have to do is put these words where they belong.
Okay, so you did that, and then what happened next? What did you tell me?
I started to cry.
Okay, cried. And then?
My stomach was hurting.
Stomach hurting. All right, and then what happened, Gemma?
I called my grandma,
Uh-huh.
and then she came and picked me up. And
Oh.
I went home and I slept.
Okay, so how do you want to say that right here?
Called my grandma.
Go for it. Okay, and then what do you want to say next?
I fell asleep.
Mm-hmm. And what I'm wondering, as your listener, as your reader, did you feel better after you woke up? You didn't. What happened?
I started I slept like all day. I didn't even eat.
Oh,
I
wow.
slept all night or all day.
And so what ended up happening? Like, what was wrong with you?
I had the flu.
You had like a flu, like the cold, or a stomach flu?
Stomach flu.
Oh, did they take you to the doctor for that? No, so how did you finally end up getting better?
I just got better because because my dad was trying to help me, and he got sick, and then he gave it to my mom, and then my brother got it. So.
And then how did you how did you finally get better?
Again, to make
Went to the
long
doctor and they gave me a shot, and I got better.
So you did end up going to the doctor. Okay, so how would we want to say all that? So let's see, I fell asleep.
Went to doctor, got a shot.
Okay.
Makes the E sound. When you have
Go ahead.
2 E's inside of a word, like eat, or EA, like this word, what word is it? And this one? Key. Because the E and the Y at the end of the word can make the E sound. And remember, we've gone over this one. Happy. Now, usually if the word, you remember we said if it has 2 syllables, happy, then,
I was going to say 2 sounds.
oh, no, not the sound.
Okay, now the last thing we want to do for our outline to be finished, we want to write, let me write it and then I'll read it to you.
E sound, okay? All right, so.
It's called a concluding sentence. Now, just how the topic sentence introduces our readers to what we want to talk about, our concluding sentence reminds our readers what we just talked about. So it's basically the topic sentence written again, but with a few different words. You don't want to copy the exact same sentence. So for mine, earlier, for my topic sentence, I had stated, I remember the day I got on a roller coaster called the Rattler. So for my concluding sentence, let's see, I'm going to put the day. Oh, I know. I will never forget. I will never forget getting on the Rattler. And I'm even going to add an extra detail with my, and because it's an exciting thought for me that I'm never going to forget. I'm going to put exactly. So can you go ahead and skip a line and then write concluding sentence?
Add the E and the A to the word. Okay. That's number 2.
Starts
Like she's pointing to herself, right? Like me. Okay?
Okay, and earlier for your topic sentence, you said, I remember the day I got sick in 2nd grade. So now what are you going to say for your concluding sentence? And remember, you can borrow ideas from me. Can you tell me first?
I'll never forget the day I got sick in 2nd grade.
All right, perfect. Go ahead.
Ah,
good idea.
This is a different word. So remember, the Y at the end, when there's only one syllable, it makes the I sound. My.
This really sounds like me. Then it will be by yourself?
Yes, just like me. So it would be the first one, me. Okay, number 3.
It starts with a CTR and then
S-T-R?
Yep.
Okay, and then
TI.
a T at the end. So,
I wonder what it.
let's see. Let's try a different color.
Oh, and you also decided to put an exclamation mark. Why did you decide to put an exclamation mark on your sentence? Now, is it something, because remember, an exclamation mark indicates that it's something that the writer said with strong emotion. So does this bring strong emotion for you? Yeah, and I can see why, because it's a day that you remember that where you felt really, really bad, right? Okay, so we'll go ahead and save this outline so that next time that we do writing, We're going to turn these ideas, we're going to turn this outline into a paragraph. And that will be our first personal narrative. Okay?